So the different tiers, this is the French, this is Spanish. Top tier is if it's more accurate or a better name than the English version. This is just the midpoint. It's a word-for-word translation. Then there's kind of a weird wording, like, you know, it's the same thing as English, but slightly different words or slightly different order. Then there's very different, like completely different name, but it's not better. And then there's just what?
Right, yeah.
What? Why would you? This is just either it's just completely wrong or like completely inaccurate to the weapon.
Yeah, alright, I have to also preface this by saying that the translations to Spanish are actually in like, Spain Spanish, so there are some words that just I don't know.
Alright, we just go class by class.
Hello everybody,
Hello!
my name is Michael.
Hola
Today we're gonna
todos. Mono and muscle obsession. Anyways, before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.
Did you even say that?
N'oubliez pas de subscriber à le channel.
Is the audio spoken language also change the language of the game?
Yeah, you have to change audio.
Alright.
Quick tutorial for
Start
anyone who
now.
wants to do this. Audio. Long audio, or audio language. Changing this. Changes your game language. Oui.
Let's go! You
CC.
can change your language. Shoot!
C also means yes in French. Also means if in French.
It also means if in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah, it means both yes and if, depending on how you put the
So-
accent in.
Yeah, C and C. There are accents in French, but there's no accent on the C.
Yeah, you can add it without it, and it's if. And if you do put it in, it's yes.
Okay, because in French, it's like one person says something, then the other person's like, no, I don't agree with that. But they're like, yes, it is true. You don't just say oui there, you say merci. Si.
Right,
It's
yeah.
like as a rebuttal to a
Yeah, I've heard about that. You can also say like no, just straight up.
Yeah, no is Spanish. There was this scene in Mitchell's vs. Machines, it's this animated movie, where the dad is technologically illiterate. He doesn't know how to use a phone. And he accidentally sets it to Spanish. And it's like, I don't know what it was, but it's like, do you want to activate this? And it was sí and no. And he's like, I don't speak Spanish. One of the options was literally just no. Pick the one that isn't no. You don't have to speak Spanish. It's just the same word. And like French, it's N-O-N. No. It's the same. Also, German, there's a running joke where it's like Italian, English, Spanish, French, they all have very similar words, and then German is just like completely different.
It's because the Spanish and French and all those languages derive from like Roman, and then English derives kind of from that.
English, ambulance. French, ambulance. Spanish is like ambulancia or something.
Ambulancia, yeah.
Ambulancia. Italian is like ambulanza. And in German, it's Krankenwagen.
Hospital. Where's hospital in German?
Krankenhaus, I think. Anyways, enough prelude. Let's just go weapon for weapon, starting with stock for scout. What is scattergun in Spanish?
Recortada, which would mean like cut off.
Recortada?
Like recortar means to cut. Recortada is something that has been cut.
So like a sawed-off shotgun? Is that what they're saying?
It's just sawed off. Not even shotgun.
Thing that has been cut.
Yeah.
So,
That is funny, but not like.
it's not better.
I mean,
It's
it
definitely
kind of
not
makes
better. And it's
sense.
definitely not word for word. And it's not kind of weird. It's what?
It's kind of weird. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
It
if
makes
you understand
sense.
that it's not a shotgun.
Okay, it's weird wording, but it's the same thing, right?
Yeah. They just mixed like shotgun and it would have been pretty much the same.
Fusil à dispersion, dispersing gun, gun that disperses, gun that scatters. That's
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
it's not word for word, but
It just translates to that, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the same as Spanish, but with one extra T. It's just
Great.
bat. Yeah, pistol and bat are going in word for word.
I'm not sure if we'll find too many that are better. I think most of them are gonna be worse.
I feel like we might find a couple. You never know. Okay.
Alright.
What is
Okay.
short stop in Spanish?
It is campo corto. Hold on, I'm gonna see if that's a word. So that's a position in baseball?
Yeah, the shortstop is actually a position in baseball. So it's a literal translation. It's not. I mean, it's the same thing. It means the same thing. In French, it's
Sure.
l'arrêt court, stop short. Yeah, word for word.
So both are word for word, but both are different.
Yours represents shortstop. Mine represents short and
Shortstop.
stop. I actually named my Mad Milk Secom.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the original name?
Lait frelaté. I think that means tainted milk. Not
It's
sure.
crazy milk.
Leche loca. 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 Poco loco.
Crazy milk.
Is it leche or just leche?
leche? Leche.
Leche. Sounds very Italian.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy milk.
Crazy milk.
So mad is just another word for crazy. So
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sorry to
I mean,
say,
it
but
is
it's word for
word for
word.
word.
Also, tainted milk. That's not the same. I'm sorry, but that's just not the same. It's not better either. I'm gonna put it next to the scattergun in. What? What?
I mean, it does have milk in it, so it's not very different.
Tainted. The sacred mackerel. Same thing. Holy mackerel. Boring.
Hold on, is caballa a type of fish? It is a fish.
Is
So
it a mackerel though?
Yeah, it's a holy mackerel.
Oh wow. Le backscatter. That's just word for
Right.
word.
Right, so in Spanish is retroescopeta. I'm pretty sure escopeta means shotgun,
Retro.
but I'm not. Yeah, escopeta is shotgun. So retroescopeta would either mean behind shotgun or anti-shotgun.
The anti-shotgun. That's amazing.
No, I mean it's not similar, but it's not either better nor worse.
Okay, Babyface's blaster, Angel, the Angel head exploder. That's what mine is. L'exploseur de tête d'ange.
So this is the beardless devastator.
Sorry. Say that again.
Devastator of people that don't yet have a beard.
I guess that's a baby face. I don't. Beardless devastator.
That is really funny, but very different.
Angel head's exploder.
I mean, again, it kind of makes sense. You can see the vision, but like, why?
Angel head's blaster. It's not as weird as beardless devastator, but it is pretty weird. So, in French, soda popper is the thirst quencher.
Right. In Spanish, it is refresco peta. Now, refresco means soda, and escopeta means shotgun. So it's the soda shotgun?
That's actually
Yeah,
better.
Soda shotgun. It is better.
That's like a
Definitely.
it's a pun.
It's yeah.
It's-
More than soda popper.
Soda pop. Well, soda pop is a thing, but like
Yeah, sure. But like,
soda shotgun together in the same word. That's cool.
yeah,
Um,
that's very funny.
The thirst quencher. I like that.
The soda popper has been really funny in both languages.
Is that all the primaries? I think so.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Pretty Boy's pocket pistol. The pistol of the pocket of the handsome boy, or the handsome boy's pocket.
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
No, handsome boy. It's pistol, the pocket pistol of the fancy man.
Fancy man's pocket pistol. I love that. What is the winger?
Right. In Spanish, it is the arrow pistol.
The arrow pistol. That's very different, and it's not
I know.
better. I'm sorry, that's awful.
It's not.
It's just winger in French. L'allié. Al. Ale? Ale. I? AIL is garlic. But it also means wing.
Yeah.
So it's either the garlicker or the winger.
It's the garlicker.
The garlicker.
You can put it on. It's not like a superposition between question mark and word for word.
I think it's the winger. Because AIL, garlic.
Garlic.
I think if you added E though, it's wing.
Right.
So masculine,
So it's a winger.
it's garlic. Feminine garlic is a wing though. Or a fender. Or a blade. Je ne parle. I can't roll my R's. I never do it. Never ever. Parle. It's like.
I'm literally just showing off that I can roll my R's. Come to think of it, you don't really do it in like English or French, do you?
You do it all the time in French.
Really?
Yeah. It's different from Spanish though. In Spanish,
Like,
Spanish, I think it's like more in the back of your throat.
no,
No,
it's like pretty much in the front.
Spanish is in the front, French is in the back.
It's like. Wait. Right, anyway.
Do you know what estrogen comes from? Horse urine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. From pregnant horses urinating, being filtered out, separated through a
Centrifuge.
centrifuge, and then collected. But I mean, there's other estrogenic sources like women.
Trans people are stealing estrogen from women. It's like an honest thing that someone said once. Anyways, what's criticola and bonk atomic punch in Spanish? Because it's literally the same as English and French.
Right.
In French, it's criticola and bonk atomic punch.
It's bonk the sailor beverage.
Bonk the savior beverage?
Yeah, the beverage that saves lives, pretty much.
What?
And criticola. I mean, they changed the to E, criticola.
Criticola. Criticola. Bonk the savior beverage?
Pretty much.
That's more accurate than the English one, I think.
You know that thing that's like a donut that you throw out in the water?
Yeah, like a lifesaver.
Yeah, that's literally it. Bonk the lifesaver
Yeah, it stops you from dying,
beverage.
right?
Yeah.
It's more accurate than English, right? It's stupid, but it's better, in a way.
I feel like in the French translation team, there's like two guys with no inspiration just using Google Translate. And in Spanish, there's a really funny guy and a really unfunny guy trying to make jokes.
What's a flying guillotine? Because it's the same in French. That's boring.
It is the flying guillotine. It's the... Yeah.
So flying guillotine is just the same in both languages. I'm really looking
Right.
forward to Spy, because... Actually, I'm really not looking forward to Spy, because it's probably just going to be word-for-word translate. Like, what are they going to change L'étranger to? Nothing. They're not going to change it.
Stranger.
L'étranger,
They're
yeah!
gonna change it to Spanish.
I watched TF2
They're gonna change
YouTubers,
the name.
and they try to say the name of the gun, and they're like, L'étranger. L'étranger. I cannot imagine what it must be like for people who speak Mandarin when they hear people say "Hulong heater."
How are you supposed to pronounce that?
Let's consult Google Translate. So,
Oh, shit.
do you know what Hulong means? Fire dragon.
火龙，
Hualong.
火龙，
Hualong.
火龙，
Yeah, it's full on heater.
Hualong. People say who. Hulong heater. It's hua. Hua? Hua.
火龙，
Hualong.
Hualong.
Hualong. You don't want to be that one person that's like, actually, it's pronounced manga. Huanlong. 1, 2, 3. Atomizer, sun on a stick are all the same.
The atomizer is the same. The sun on a stick is the same.
Okay. Same with French. Okay, what about the Boston Basher? This is like
Um,
the Bostonnier. That's like the Boston beater, I think.
This is the Boston grinder.
Oh! Like the gay
Like-
dating.
No, when you like grind food into fine paste.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's not better. Tell you that. Mine is just Boston beater, but like it's still alliteration. Like you want the b. Bastonnaire Bostonnier. Bastonnaire Bostonnier. That's fun to say. What's the rap assassin?
I mean, it's kind of similar. It's the assassin that's rapped. Yeah, the rap assassin.
The assassin that is rapped?
Yeah,
The assassin is rapped?
yeah.
That's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to
Yeah, but it's similar.
It's similar, but it has a different meaning. Like, why is the assassin wrapped up?
I don't know.
It's the same in French. Like, if you wanted to say rap assassin, you would say l'assassin d'emballage, assassin of wrapping paper, I guess. This is the wrapped assassin. Sandman.
Yeah.
The sand merchant.
This is literally just the sleepy.
That's amazing. It's very
Oh,
different,
sure.
and I love it. The
From
sleepy.
Sandman to the sleepy.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, the marchand de sable, the sand seller, the sand salesman, is what the, you know what the Sandman is. You know, the guy that throws sand on your eyes and then you are sleepy.
Sure.
It's a folklore character. So the name of that character is the Sand Merchant, the marchand de sable. But I'm gonna put that in very different, just because. No, I'm gonna put that in question marks, because like, why would you call it that? L'homme de sable,
Like, it still
sand.
makes sense, and it's like still sand and technically a man. It's kind of weird wording. No, I'd put it very different, because going from the Sandman to the Sleepy, it is a really big difference. Whereas going from the Sandman to the Sand Merchant,
True.
it's kind of like, I see.
It's different.
Very wrong.
But
Yeah.
it's definitely not kind of weird. Last but not least, Candy Cane.
Hold on. Here it is.
I've referred to candy canes before as like canne de sucre, like sugar cane. No, that's wrong. I can see why that's wrong now. But in French, apparently, it's sucre d'orge, wheat sugar, barley sugar.
Barley?
Yeah, like oats. You know. What is barley? It's like, yeah, it's like this stuff.
Oh!
It's like
right, the grain sugar.
barley sugar. Yeah. Like, this is not a candy cane, I'm sorry, but like, what are French people on? Like, if I look up
I mean,
sucre d'orge, which is literally the French name for barley sugar, it's candy canes.